Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our tip. I'm always asked, like, what are the types of PR and public relations? And my answer to that is that there are five of them. We have our corporate relations, our community relations, our media relations, our crisis management, and our member relations. Now, when we think about corporate relations, we think about people who have like their communications executive, their chief communications officer, the person in house who definitely handles like the flow of communication and content, internal newsletters, and things like that. As it pertains to the corporation and things that are, on a need to know basis by different departments. So they handle internal communications. When we think about our community relations, we think about that person who literally has the title of like a community relations coordinator or community relations director or manager, where they are out there creating partnerships with other nonprofits, other organizations that have a common cause. They are out there working directly with community members and their constituents towards a common goal. So they are out there building relationships. They are out there, again, communicating with them about things that are getting ready to happen that could impact them and that could impact their community. Next, we have our media relations. Like everybody knows about that. That's the publicist who's out there working on behalf of the entertainer or someone with a public figure, public persona, or a brand, making sure that they are, featured on the Jimmy Fallon show, or featured on this show, or featured on that, or featured on this magazine, or featured in this article or publication. It's the job and the form of PR that people really run and flock to. But again, it's just one of five. And next we have our crisis management. So we've all, well, maybe not all, but a lot of us have seen the TV show Scandal, right? Where, you had Olivia Pope who was there fixing things, making sure that bad news did not spread out to the public or spinning issues and crimes that were going on to have a favorable outcome for the person who committed said crimes and who committed the egregious act that was occurring in the background. Well, that's a show, but that world does exist, and it exists on small to large scales where people are fixing issues that maybe their CEO tweeted or said something that went against public policy and now they have to clean it up, et cetera, right? It's handling the crisis at the time to make sure that the best outcome is found for the people involved. When COVID happened, for instance, crisis communication flooded the media. And unfortunately, you had a lot of misinformation and disinformation because, people really didn't know what was true and what was false. And unfortunately, in our day and age, false information spreads just as fast as real information. And the last but not least is member relations. So a lot of people are a part of associations. They are part of groups that have a common cause and are or a part of an organization that has a common cause, and they have their members. So they have to keep in contact with them, have to let them know when the next drive is, have to let them know when the next event is. They have to inform them of, like when, new resources are coming available, just things like that. They are in connection with their members inside of their group. And it's a very important task. It takes a lot of energy, but it's something that helps with engagement and growing of their group, again, inside of their association or their organization. These are the five major forms and functions of public relations. And I thank you guys for joining me on this. Which form are you, interested in? Which form do you like? Let me know. Learn at thepruniversity.com.